Okay. Unique Adioki. It's Adioke? Adioki. Adioke. Adioki. I don't know, dude. It's frickin' Adeoke. Adeoke. Yeah. If that's unique at 304 instead of at 309. Okay. So her first name's unique. Her second name, yeah. That ain't my name. That is her name. Unique Adeoki and goddamn Frida Davis. Freaking Sadie Davis. Yeah, these are their names. These are their names. Yes, these are their names. It's not Norwood. That's the one next door. And I don't know if. Shh, dude. I may have knocked on the wrong door. But, like, at any rate, yeah. There they are. There the frick they are. And yes, they've been terrorizing me with black magic. And Maka, just I guess Michaela Gonzalez is just over here, freaking just running a fucking bag between Adeoki and goddamn freaking Davis and freaking Gonzalez. Yeah, dog. So like, so that they just said he's crazy these days. Yeah, yeah. So that is a part of who the hell is involved here. They keep using. Yeah, I thought it was Norwood too. It's unique Adioki. Well, where the fuck are you from, bro? That's gotta be some either some deep freaking like African shit or some like straight up you Blasian bay, you like straight Blasian, and your dad's like an a freaking Ioki Adioki thing going on. Yeah, no, I think that is pretty freaking black, and like I feel like that's probably they're both I don't know. That's racist. That's really racist. But now it makes sense because if Davis is half is part Italian, but she's Latin influence. She's got this Spanish thing, and then freaking Adioki. If that's some like southern like Baptist thing where you end up as like a part like Native American and like stuff like that. That all makes sense. If she's like Creole or something like that, that she'd have like a more traditionally African name like that. But if they're using Doug, if everyone's using like legacy magic and stuff like that, and then it kind of not a surprise that like it is low key. It's one of the most magical names on the freaking mailboxes. So unique Adioki and goddamn Frida Davis. Yeah, dude, it's Sadie Davis being all up in my dude. They are nonstop up. I can like sense them going over my gosh darn chakra, my crown chakra, like every day. These people are pariahing, and it doesn't feel right. It's just off, and they're like control, dude. They're like bending my resonancies somehow in like weird ways. It makes me feel really uncomfortable. But like, dude, they've been like at this for like several years, and they're huge turfs. They're trans exclusionary radical feminists, and they're like huge on like right winger like politics and like Trumpster fads and stuff like that. So like, of course, well, Sadie's always dating white dudes that are huge, freaking tall dudes, or she's with like real hung black dudes. So like, it's kind of a funny toss up because so is Unique. Unique's got like a real hunky BF, and like, he seems pretty well put together, but now I don't know what the hell's going on with these ladies and what in the world is how they got contact here at Paraconomy Inc. Because I've been working with this line of telepathy for a long time, a really long time, and people have heard that about me, but these are the first women to actually like use it with me, openly know it exists, and fucking throw it back in my face that like I know it exists at all. But I'm under the suspicion it's because I transitioned. I'm under the suspicion it's because I transitioned. And like now I take estrogen. I take more estrogen, and I feel like that might have something to do with why they can hear me. It's much more clear than like other guys that like may or may not be around it and don't perceive it the same way, and it just like but if I've broken through and transcended on like some like male to female like telepathy and like wavelength, and I can just like genuine I just get better reception now that I'm taking HRT. Wouldn't that make sense that like that they would want me to be like, you need to go back to being a boy. You need to go back to being a boy. Wouldn't that make more sense that they're like stuck listening to me without ever confronting me? Instead of like, I don't know, like just going around me every goddamn day when I can hear it. Someone just said bullet. Someone just said bullet. So if that's another thing, that there's this thing that I've been exposed to over the past like 20 years, and like this thing that like they're assuming you should always have been exposed to in the right ways, or like that like how did you get exposed to it? It seems like that one comes up, and they're frustrated because like I'm just I'm just here. I'm the neighbor. I don't now I make a lot of noise. Now I make a shit ton of noise, but I don't stir the pot. Okay, I'm constantly focusing on like my life's work, and some of my like some of this stuff, and disclosing information online, and getting the paranormal a little more fleshed out, and get my life comfortable, because now I'm in fucking jail, and they're never it's something that they might never come clean on. But as long as I'm like projecting it onto the internet here, and like getting people like to like think a little bit more of what's possible in reality, let alone like what we know to be true on telecommunication here, and how we can affect. I'm bending the parts of the internet that manipulate the AI and all sorts of different things like that. But also, if they're doing a lot of the same stuff and they're being dicks about it, it makes sense that like of course they're not going to talk. Of course I'm going to have to talk for them. And that's like another part that I'm lucky that I own I've have the patented rights to this line of telepathy, and I've been working on it for quite some time. And my family knows about it, which I'm sure they're like currently like, dude, it's public. If this is public knowledge, and I'm like one of the last people to learn about it, and they're using that against me. They're like saying, because you're the last person to learn about this here, we should punish you. So it's literally been this long goddamn dude, I'm losing 5 years. I've lost from 2020 to goddamn 2025 because of a league of really bad connections. And like it's awkward because I am not 100% as to how this general bad vibe is following me. It's like a cloud of like bad vibes that like have been coming and going since the abolish the police riots started happening. Now, I was following those things back in 2020 after the January 6th riots, and that like led to the to tear gassing and all sorts of whack stuff, right? And the freaking toilet papers inflated, and now people are fighting over masks and freaking vaccines and immigration in places that don't even facilitate that particular level of immigration. And like now it's people's direct personality traits. It's people's like definitions and defining points. Their echo chambers are leaving the station, and in fact, if you like aren't agreeable, they'll come at you with freaking claws and fangs. And like that seems like the worst way to go about being somebody's neighbor, let alone pretending to keep the peace. So like it doesn't help. It's not helpful. And unique Eddie and goddamn freaking however Addy 80 a Daoke a Daoki a how do you a D E O K E Adioki. Adioki. Cool. Yeah. So like if that's a thing, these women have made it my goddamn like bane of existence to exist to like live here, and I can't pay rent. They haven't been letting me. They're like making sure I don't eat right, and they keep making fun of me for eating wrong. Dude, they won't leave me the fuck alone. I'm being terrorized. It's 7/26, 3/14, 2025. I'm getting real annoyed, and my blood pressure keeps fucking... Dude, they are bullies. They are being bullies, and they are terrorizing me. I tried to call the cops 2 weeks ago about this shit. The cops threw me in jail because of Adioki frickin' and goddamn Davis, okay? These two fucking asshole families keep throwing fucking weird vexes at me and get me... dude, they're doing it at the strangest hours. And dude, they are talking to me in my sleep and getting me... Then they fucking trigger me while I'm sleeping through my mental freaking clarity. Dude, it is... And this is freaking nerve-wracking. 7/27. If you guys have had this issue, please comment down below.